Before the fish ever looks like a snack, the factory shows us the ending. Thin golden sheets move in perfect rows. Warm air passes over the surface. A light glaze catches the lamps. Then sharp blades cut each sheet into clean pieces, and the dried Korean fish snacks drop into trays with a sound almost like paper. But nothing here began dry, flat, or golden. It began cold, wet, and heavy. Every piece started as raw fish, carried into the factory before sunrise. In this place, the transformation is quiet but exact. Water, steel, heat, air, pressure, and time all work together. The strange part is how fast the raw fish disappears into the process. What enters as slippery seafood will leave as crisp, sealed Korean snacks, stacked in boxes and ready for stores. To understand that change, the factory rewinds to the first room.
The first rule is simple. Nothing moves forward until the fish is clean. The raw filefish are small, thin, and
The first rule is simple. Nothing moves forward until the fish is clean. The raw filefish are small, thin, and full of moisture. Workers check the eyes, the skin, and the smell. Machines do the heavy work, but human eyes still decide what is good enough. The fish are washed again and again, because a dried snack has nowhere to hide bad handling. Once moisture leaves, every flaw becomes visible. The factory uses water like a first filter. It removes ice, loose scales, and anything from transport. Then the fish pass to trimming stations, where fins, heads, and unwanted parts are removed. The pace is steady. No one rushes. The factory is building control before flavor. When the fish are fully cleaned, the real transformation begins. The raw shape will soon be broken down completely.
Now the fish stop looking like fish. The cleaned filefish are pushed into grinders, where the flesh is broken into a fine paste.
Now the fish stop looking like fish. This is the point where the product changes identity. The cleaned filefish are pushed into grinders, where the flesh is broken into a fine paste. The texture becomes smooth, sticky, and pale. It no longer looks like seafood from the ocean. It looks like a base material waiting for shape. In another part of the room, seasoning is prepared. Sugar, salt, soy-based seasoning, and other flavor ingredients are measured with care. Too much moisture would slow the drying. Too little would make the snack rough and hard. The paste and seasoning meet inside large mixing bowls. Slowly, the raw fish becomes a sweet and savory mixture. This step decides the taste, the chew, and the color. The next stage will press this mixture into the thin sheets people recognize.
The paste is now shaped by pressure. A wide roller lowers over the moving belt and flattens the mixture into a sheet.
The paste is now shaped by pressure. A wide roller lowers over the moving belt and flattens the mixture into a sheet. This is one of the most satisfying parts of the factory. The surface changes from uneven paste to a smooth, thin layer. The thickness must stay almost the same from edge to edge. If one area is too thick, the snack dries slowly. If one area is too thin, the snack can crack. The line moves with a quiet rhythm. Workers watch the edges. Sensors watch the speed. Rollers keep the sheet flat. The product is still soft, but the final form is now visible. What used to be raw fish now looks like a long ribbon. Soon, heat and air will remove the moisture and lock the shape in place.
Drying is the heart of the process. The factory cannot rush it too much. The sheet must lose water, but it must not burn.
Drying is the heart of the process. The factory cannot rush it too much. The sheet must lose water, but it must not burn. Warm air moves through the tunnel from several directions. The surface tightens. The color deepens. The soft paste slowly becomes a flexible dried sheet. This is where the snack gets its chew. Too much heat makes it brittle. Too little heat leaves it damp. So the factory uses time, airflow, and careful control. Some sheets move through long tunnels. Others rest on racks where warm air passes evenly across both sides. The smell changes too. The raw scent fades and a roasted seafood aroma begins to rise. By the end of this stage, the product no longer feels raw. It feels almost finished, but it still needs flavor, shine, and clean edges.
The dried sheet is not finished yet. Now the factory gives it the taste Pin Crush will remember.
The dried sheet is not finished yet. Now the factory gives it the taste people remember. A thin coating is brushed or sprayed across the surface. It adds shine, sweetness, salt, and a deeper color. The sheets pass under rollers again, but this time the pressure is lighter. The goal is not to flatten the snack. The goal is to make the surface even. Then the sheets are briefly warmed again, just enough to set the glaze. The texture becomes more interesting. The outside looks smooth and golden. The inside stays flexible. This is the balance Korean dried fish snacks need. They should bend before they tear. They should feel dry, but not dead. At this point, the factory has turned raw fish into something almost unrecognizable. The next stage makes every piece the same size.
Cutting brings order to the whole process. The factory has made one long sheet, but stores need small pieces.
Cutting brings order to the whole process. The factory has made one long sheet, but stores need small pieces. Blades move in fast, clean strokes. First, the sheet is cut lengthwise. Then it is cut across. Pieces fall into trays in neat waves. Some snacks become rectangles. Some become strips. Some are cut into bite-sized pieces for small packets. The pieces are then inspected again. Broken corners are removed. Dark spots are removed. Pieces that are too small do not continue. After that, the snacks pass through a weighing system. Each portion must be close to the same amount. This is how a factory turns a natural ingredient into a repeatable product. Every pack should feel the same in the hand. Now the dried fish snack is ready to be sealed.
The final room is all about protection. The snack is dry now, so air and moisture become the enemies. Each pouch is sealed with heat.
The final room is all about protection. The snack is dry now, so air and moisture become the enemies. Each pouch is sealed with heat. Some packs are filled with protective air to keep the pieces from breaking. Others are vacuum sealed into tight, flat shapes. The sealed packs pass through metal detectors, weight checks, and final inspection. Workers stack the good packs into boxes. The boxes are closed and moved toward cold storage or shipping. In only a few hours, raw fish has become a Korean snack with a completely different texture, color, and purpose. The factory has hidden most of the labor inside machines, but the path is still visible if you follow each step. Cold fish, clean water, sticky paste, thin sheets, warm air, golden glaze, sharp blades, sealed packs, and finally, a snack ready to leave the factory.